To be in Lisbon is to be fit. If you think you're in good shape, think again. My summer in Lisbon started with no plans, but ended up being one of the wildest and most profound experiences of my life. I didn't take the iconic yellow tram, never visited any of the museums. Okay, I did eat a little too much pastel de nata, but I would have never guessed I would eat dinner at an illegal underground restaurant. We did not get kidnapped. We're here. Got barricaded by Portuguese soccer fans with no way to go home in the middle of the night. This is good. Oh, have lunch in a former power plant, crashed a business conference, spontaneously slept on a boat, and unexpectedly fell in love with this beautiful and frankly marriage material of a city that feels like home. It's like your toxic, passionate ex. Huh? Okay, now I know you're confused, but let's rewind to the first day I arrived in Lisbon by bus from Spain, where I just attended my first dance festival. I was thrilled to check into this beautiful, classic co-living apartment that I share with 5 others. It's not just beautiful, it's my kind of beautiful because it has black and white checker flooring. So my room is actually right next to the kitchen. And also there's a pantry. It's like a walk-in closet. Like that. There's like a trash chute behind this currently disorganized room. But yeah, this is a part of a larger apartment building in the center of Lisbon. This apartment is provided by a company called Yon Living, which runs housing programs for short to midterm stays with weekly community events, mostly for expats and digital nomads who need a soft landing pad. Unfortunately, the company is now going out of business. The room itself is the master bedroom, presumably from the olden days when this massive apartment was designed for a large family. It's very cozy, and thanks to it being away from all the other rooms, I was able to sleep very well every night. But the peace didn't last for very long. A few days after I arrived, the local soccer team started winning and massive celebration crowds ensued, blocking access to entire neighborhoods. And my neighborhood around Parque Eduardo turned out to be the epicenter of celebration. See, it's no big deal if you have lived here for a while and know your way around, but when you're like me, who has absolutely zero sense of direction, not being able to use a map to navigate because the crowd is blocking every possible entrance to my street is a tiny bit of a problem, and frankly, a little bit scary. Every street is blocked, and I just asked a policeman where I can go. He said, turn left, turn right, go to Sheraton, turn right, left again. I can't. I can't walk without a map. Oh shit. This is gonna be a nightmare. Okay, I asked a second policeman. He said I have no choice but go through these people. That's great. Oh my god, thank god. I found a way to crack through all of these people and I'm almost home. But looks like earplugs are a necessity tonight. Because as you can hear, this is not stopping. Thankfully, things got a lot calmer after the stressful soccer celebration night. But it wouldn't be long before I found other surprises. The next couple of days, I decided to check out the beautiful waterfront of Lisbon and found quite a few interesting things, all happening on the same plaza. So posh. Look. Sexiest WC on earth. Oh wow. Okay guys, it apparently really is. Like it's an exhibit. What? So it must be a spa treatment for your butt, right? Because look how fancy it is. It's all painted red and then it's €4 to enter. Would you do it? While it was indeed tempting to check out the world's sexiest WC, I decided the €4 it's better spent at supporting street artists who sing beautifully like him. After a calm couple of days, excitement ramped up again because my friend Filipa, who is from Porto, came to visit Lisbon. We met in China earlier in March of this year when she attended my China Digital Nomads retreat, and we became really good friends. She was part of the organizer team at a big influencer conference being held in Lisbon. She already mentioned it to me while we were in China that she would get me a badge to attend the conference. I thought she was just saying it, but when she handed me the staff badge, I realized she meant business, and that's why we're friends. She does exactly what she says. After the conference, Filipa all of a sudden had an idea that we should go to something called Chino Clandestino, basically a type of illegal Chinese restaurant that operates like a speakeasy. Filipa, apparently there is hidden Chinese restaurants in Lisbon. Is that correct?
Underground.
It's like a speakeasy for Chinese restaurants? Oh my God, how did you discover it?
From a friend, that discovered from a friend, that discovered from a friend, that discovered from a friend.
Oh my God, it's like underground, somewhat legal, like living room restaurants that we're now going to. I'm so excited. As we make our way to the Moorish Quarter, where a lot of immigrant population is and where this infamous Chinese restaurant is supposed to be, we were a little disoriented because, well, it's like trying to find platform 9 3/4 in Harry Potter. There's no apparent entrance. But of course, why would there be if this is illegal and they're being careful? So we went in through the most plausible entrance. It's here? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Well, this is an experience. Oh my God, apparently it's open. And it's full of graffitis. Huh? What do you mean? You've been here, no? It's not like this?
It wasn't.
It's... Let's find out what is going on. Is this underground poker or something? First floor. This is like falling apart. I feel like I'm gonna fall down into a hole. You mean here? So the two women downstairs said we just need to knock. Can you imagine this place? What the hell? Oh my God. So we did not get kidnapped. We're here. Well, this is a maximalist decoration, isn't it? Maximalist with a really good view. And currently we're ordering food, and it's like classic menu that is sort of broken into different meat, and we're gonna try, and I'm gonna be the judge to see if it's real. And a final verdict for the quality of the food? Not impressed at all. It's just classic westernized Chinese food that isn't authentic. They're just trying to save money operating in this somewhat dangerous manner. But both Filipa and I were thrilled to find real, authentic, and delicious Chinese food in Lisbon, back near the neighborhood where the convention was held. It's a hot pot chain right inside of a train station.
We're back in China.
Yes, we're back in China. These are the napkins! Yay! So, I feel like your top actually matches the decor, the vibe a lot. What do you think, Filipa? We're in Portugal. We're back in China. So excited. If an illegal hidden restaurant and a Chinese hot pot restaurant inside of a train station aren't exciting enough, there's the option to eat at a former power plant in Lisbon. This day, I attended a founders and entrepreneurs lunch hosted by Unicorn Factory and Startup Lisboa, a famous startup incubator in Lisbon. It's fascinating to learn that this huge complex we were just touring used to be a giant pasta factory for the military back in the day. There was also a huge bread factory and, of course, this former power plant that now has been converted to a swanky, high-end restaurant where we were invited to have lunch. The beauty of not planning what I will do in a city continued to surprise me. Skipping all the usual touristy spots, I randomly found this giant complex that I got intrigued to visit because of my love of modernism architecture. The alien-like construction of this place immediately stood out to me when I was scrolling through Google Maps. One would think this is a museum. It could very well be. But in reality, it is a renowned cancer research hospital with glowing patient reviews. So this place doesn't look like Lisbon at all. It reminds me of California, especially in the desert. But I think here's the beauty of Lisbon. It has a lot of unexpected areas and quite a few modern architectures that are really impressive. And somehow that seamlessly integrates into its, old charm. This harmonious clash between old and new architecture doesn't just exist in this otherworldly hospital. It's also right next to the convention center, in the all-modern Parque das Nações area, where there are cable cars for tourists to enjoy the skyline of Lisbon and a very futuristic hotel that resembles the famous Burj Al Arab Hotel in Dubai. I decided to give the cable car a shot. Compared to the yellow tram, this cable car ride is surprisingly empty. All right, just got into my cable car. Oh my god, I have my own private car. It's a little scary. But off we go. Wow, this view is amazing. And then the bridge. This is the longest bridge in Europe. Alright, arriving back to the other end. After I got off the cable car, I decided to check out the cool hotel, but quickly realized it's not worth going up there. And here's why. Turns out you can pay another €10 to get to the top of it. Apparently it's the tallest skyscraper in Portugal, which is not that tall. But I guess, yeah, it's actually cute. Before I left Lisbon, I took the bus up north to Porto, 3 hours away from Lisbon, to visit Filipa's family. I couldn't believe that only 2 months before this we were strangers who never met. After we met in China and became friends, things just escalated quickly. Now I'll be spending 3 days staying at her parents' house, and as soon as I arrived, I was welcomed with full Portuguese hospitality, which means lots and lots and lots of food. Homemade duck rice. Filipa, I can't believe I'm in your home. So after lunch, there's a second meal, which is dessert. No, this is dessert after dessert, right? This is not even dessert.
It's holiday.
Dessert after dessert.
It's too heat.
Yeah, because
It's Portugal Day today. Yes. So this is called farturas. Farturas. It's a fat churro. Filipa Airbnb in progress.
This is too big.
This is her parents' second house. And I'm staying in this house by myself. But it's amazing because I have 3 rooms to choose from and I chose the kids' room, which is the best. Before leaving Porto, I decided to check out one of the most popular, aesthetically beautiful places. Some call it the Harry Potter bookstore, but the official name is Livraria Lello. Visitors will have to book a ticket in advance and show up only during your appointment time. It is technically a bookstore, but because it is so beautiful, it is more of a museum with books. This is one of the rarest places with wavy steps all over the main spiral staircases. It indeed reminds me of Harry Potter, but it is a shame that it's very difficult to enjoy checking out actual books because of all the tourists. Well, I was one of them, so I guess I contributed to the problem. Porto, Lisbon, and Portugal in general keep reminding me of understated beauty. It is beautiful, but not loud. It is breathtaking, but calm. It is unexpectedly romantic, and it feels like home. And just like that, I left Porto, then left Lisbon with a piece of my heart. Because of some logistical issues, I booked a ticket back to Lisbon after 3 weeks being away in Bulgaria for business. I was so glad to be back, even just for one night, and while I was browsing Airbnbs, I came across the option to stay on a boat instead of a small and dark room in the city center. Needless to say, my adventurous spirit kicked in and I booked a boat. My host Diogo, a Portuguese Navy pro, helped me get settled into the boat. So this is a very small boat, as you can see. There's like a lounge area here, as usual. And then you go down to the main living area like that. So basically you'll have to be really careful not to hit your head and use these handles to help yourself. Now I'm going down to the boat. 2, 3, 4. There we go. So this is the main living room. There are 2 couches and then 1 TV. There are actually 2 bedrooms in this tiny little boat here. One is right behind me, which I'll show you in a little bit, and then the other one is on the other side, actually, which I'll show you again. And we have this little kitchen area, which is kind of handy if you want to do some simple cooking or even get some takeout. There's a like a cooler for beer. And then there is the tiny little bathroom, which cannot be used for when it's anchored in the marina like it is now. You cannot use the bathroom. You can only use it to wash your face, brush your teeth, but no toilet. But the marina has a nice facility just 2 steps away. It's a public shower and toilet facility, so I just finished my shower there. All right, that's how I get out of the room. So now I'm going to show you how to actually get from outside of the boat to the boat, because there's no apparent entrance. When I first came here, grab onto this thing. This is very sturdy. And then go up like that. Little fun fact about heavy luggage solutions in a boat life scenario for someone who travels extensively like myself. My luggage is rather heavy, and it's a huge hassle to bring it up here and then bring it out again in the morning as I'm catching a morning flight. But the host suggested a very smart thing. He anchored a side of my luggage to the boat so it doesn't accidentally get blown away. I came to Lisbon in Portugal with absolutely no agenda. I just wanted to check it out, but I didn't expect the city and country to grow on me in a slow burn kind of way. I'm glad I came with no itinerary and instead embraced all the crazy things that happened instead. One thing that I immediately felt when I first arrived in Lisbon was it has a quiet, stable kind of beauty that I don't know how, but I would just describe it as the stable marriage material. Whereas whenever I go to Italy, every time it's like, wow, it's so beautiful. It's so exciting. It's so overwhelming. It's like your toxic, passionate ex. So I'm actually really glad that I found Lisbon and Portugal to be a very good balance in general. You can get things quickly. It's not too big, but it is a big city that has all the amenities, convenience that you need. And there's an event every single day that keeps you busy. If you want to stay focused, you can stay focused. But if you want to be social, you can be as social as you want. So yeah, I guess I am convinced. I'm grateful for Lisbon showing me the possibility of having a well-balanced life that feels like home, even with my global adventurous spirit. And I look forward to being back soon.